are two exercises for developing coordination of the bow hand. So I'm going to show you both what it looks like if you do just like this bow hold where you have your thumb on the ferrule. And I'm also going to show you what it looks like if you do this bow hold. So thumb is in this little notch between the frog and the padding. So first bow exercise is to rotate the bow around like the axis of the stick. So I'm going to rotate the hair out, and then I'm going to rotate it back in. And this is kind of hard if you have the frog, like the thumb on the frog, and you might not be able to do it very far. But even if you do it just like that much, that's a good exercise. And I guess you can go in farther than you can go out. So you push it out with the thumb, and then you pull it in with the thumb. So you're gonna think about like pushing the thumb out that way, pulling the thumb in, and then that makes the bow hair rotate. And ideally you want to keep this stick and the hair as straight up and down as possible. So you can use your other hand to kind of brace the stick, and that helps with turning. So if you do it with the thumb and the little notch, you can have a much greater range of motion, and it goes like that. So ultimately that's one of the reasons why you learn to hold the bow with the thumb and the notch, but again, that's more advanced, so yeah, that might not apply if you or your student is still holding the bow with the thumb on the ferrule. Okay, the next one is we're going to do kind of what I call windshield wiper. So we're going to start, basically, we want to have the arm at like, I guess basically horizontal to the floor. So you can see that like I'm sticking my arm out at a right angle. So it's parallel to the floor. And I'm just going to move my arm so you know it's in front of me. And the reason we do this is that we want to make the hand be leaning as much as possible towards the index finger. So if I hold the bow sideways, you can see that like I'm really leaning towards my index finger. I'm not at all leaning towards my pinky, which looks like that's like neutral. That's like really leaning towards the pinky. So we're going to start out really leaning towards the index finger. And then we're going to drop the bow down. Again, it's good to do this with the support of the left hand or just another hand at first. And then as we go down, we want to scrunch up these fingers, especially the pinky, so that then we're leaning towards the pinky. So if we're about here at like a 45-degree angle, you can see that's basically a neutral bow hold. And then as we go back up to like vertical or perpendicular to the floor, then like we're really leaning towards the index finger. So we're going to scrunch back down and then just generally do this like windshield wiper motion. So yeah, this is what it looks like if you have the thumb and the little notch, which is how you ultimately want to be able to do it. So I'm going to start like this, and I'm going to scrunch up my hand and go back.